Hi, Clay.
Hi, Caroline. This is kind of like our first solo one-on-one date.
I know. I feel like we're on a reality show and you're going to eliminate me after this. She
Well,
just didn't
yeah,
live up to my expectations on the one-on-one.
on paper everything seemed perfect, but the energy in the room was, I'm going to go ahead and say, toxic.
She kept grabbing at my genitals. Um, Clay, how are you? It's been,
I'm really good. Well, first, let's say hi to all the glomies
oh,
out there, and let's just say that I feel like last week's episode it sort of seemed like maybe you'll never hear from the gang ever again, right? There was sort of that in the air.
yes. So on last week's episode, Esther and I talked about our planned hiatus, and we tried to make it very clear that this won't be the last you see of us. We're going to come back in a
You haven't seen the last of me. It's from Burlesque.
Clay, I know you just watched Burlesque last night.
I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was on your Instagram story, and I want to ask you all about that. But here's look.
Well, listen, today's an experiment because here's the thing. If there's three of us, glowing up, it used to be two people. Now it is three girls. And because all of our schedules are so wild, getting the three of us in the same room, Esther about to shoot her TV show, all of that good stuff. Today's an experiment to see if Gloomies, do you want to see, would you rather have nothing and wait till it's the three of us? Or do you want a just old school Esther Caroline one, a Caroline Clay one? Do you know what I mean? That might be more sustainable for
Or
us.
oops, all Clay.
Ooh, oopsie.
We're experimenting with new forms. We're investigating different avenues. We're thinking of what topics would you guys want to see if we were to come back. It's all poetry in motion.
It really is. It's what we call in the biz retooling, which I
Mm.
love. I remember in like the 90s sitcoms, they used to retool. They don't do that anymore. If a show doesn't work now, it
That's
just sort
right.
of gets canceled. But back in the day, honey, you turned on Suddenly Susan, and every 10 episodes, whole new cast, different job, different set of friends. You
They
never knew what was going to
really
happen.
retool it.
Yeah,
I always think of sitcoms being retooled when they add like a monkey in season 3.
very that.
Yeah, very that.
Even
So
Seinfeld was retooled a little bit after the first season.
well, the first season of Seinfeld was really low ratings. Like the
Hmm.
pilot doesn't have a lane in it.
Yeah.
It's truly a different show.
Sex in the City, she talks to the camera the first season.
That's right. A lot of talking into the camera. A lot of like strangers on the street talking into the camera.
Yeah, that like I could have supported like the Carrie talking to the camera literal narrative, but when we're talking to the strangers, what is
They're
this?
like little secret, like my balls hurt. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to know about this stranger's
It's like,
balls
yeah,
looking in my
that's
eyes.
very crude. But anyway, we're here, we're queer, get used to it.
So here's the thing, Clay. It's just you and me. There's a lot to talk about.
I
There's no
know.
shortage of topics. So let's start with burlesque. What
Okay.
what drove you to watch burlesque? Have you seen burlesque
we
before?
put we live in a burlesque friendly household, so we had watched whatever we had watched that night, and then we were like, do you want to go to bed? Do you want to go to bed? And he's like, we can stay up a little bit longer. And my boyfriend chose to, on a streaming service, I think maybe Netflix, put on burlesque and just fast forward to like a good middle 30 minutes, so we would watch 30 minutes from the middle of burlesque.
I still to this day don't understand what Christina Aguilera did to her body and face in that movie. She looks like she's 17. Like there is this small period of time in Christina Aguilera's like
And she had already had a baby at this point.
exactly. Like this
Yeah.
is like way past stripped. She's had a baby. I think it's like post bionic.
Hmm.
Like she had dipped and like had her quote unquote flop. I don't like to
Hmm.
use that kind of negative
No, we
language
love
about female pop
justice.
stars.
Yeah, and justice for Bionic.
Absolutely justice for bionic, but she had like flopped and yo-yoed, and then she starred in burlesque, and she is so fresh in that movie. Her face, hair, body are on another level, and I still don't know. And then it seems like she
Well, it's
like
all wigs. It's the whole movie is wigs. She doesn't
fair
have
enough.
a strand of her real hair out, which it looks fabulous. The iconic Christopher Buckle, who now works exclusively with Mariah, did
Wow.
all the makeup. And I
Wow.
just think it speaks to the fact, Caroline, if someone were to say, you're starring in a movie, Caroline, this is your first movie, we're doing a big budget movie.
Yeah.
Would you not get it right and get it tight no matter what?
Look, I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying how did she do it? I need to know details, but
I
it's
know.
one of
Well,
her
you're
first.
just you're just perpetuating diet culture. You are just
Whatever.
daily mailing Tia Harvey leavening it
Look at
up.
her thin pins in this movie, strutting her stuff.
The Daily Mail descriptors, I feel like obviously it's been talked about ad nauseum by everyone, but the way it's literally like Shiloh Jolie showed off her enviable figure while, and it's like they're just walking like to fifth grade.
I know it's always like Scott Disick takes a plump photo of Amelia Hamlin's. I'm like, I never know which person Scott Disick's dating, and there's always like pictures of them in a thong on the Daily Mail. It's
I'm not a
disgusting.
Daily Mail person though, are you?
I am
You are, yeah, a lot of people are
clearly.
closeted Daily Mail. Like I'll look at it when someone sends me something and that's like once a month. I'm not, I,
It's on I have the app. I have the app on my phone. I've had it.
oh, Caroline. Well, yeah, I guess you need it for work.
Yeah, kind of.
Have
You
you
know,
ever
I
read the comments?
no, but I've heard that like they're so toxic, and it'll be
It,
like photos of Emily Ratajkowski or someone who's like just shockingly beautiful, and the comments will be like "fucking dog."
like ugly swine deserves death. Like 400 thumbs up. It is so dark. I do feel like it's owned by like very okay. So right now, Caroline is trying to take her sweatshirt off with headphones on. Go ahead and take the headphones off and take the sweatshirt off. You're freaking me out.
Thank you. I just didn't want
Oh
to
my
miss a
god, are you wearing
moment.
sleepover underneath?
This is a different tie-dye shirt.
Oh no. Esther's gone one episode and the loyalty is right out the window.
Look, I like to check out the competition for Esther. I'm a
yeah,
mole. Like I like to
yeah,
know what's
yeah.
going on.
Listen, you need to know what's going on in like the brand sphere.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
get it.
Okay. I have another question for you, Clay.
Okay.
And it's since I've seen you, you went to New York, you did
I've been
hair
to New
and
York twice since I've seen you.
oh my God. You're really racking up those Delta Sky
Twice in
miles.
the past 3 weeks I've been to New York.
And okay, so one of the times I know you went and you did Olivia Rodrigo's hair for SNL.
Yeah, it was amazing. So
It was
fun.
amazing. How amazing is it just to be in 30 Rock? It like gives me the chills to this
Mm.
day.
It really is. And just like it just moves so fast. That's all I can speak on is like, and I'm not talking about the show. I've obviously I've been to dress rehearsal before. I know how fast the show moves, but even for what they're asking of like the guest star and the guest musicians, like what they're asking of their glam team is
Wow.
so fast. It's unheard of.
Because I assume she did two completely different looks and different hair.
She did, but even like those interstitials, like like the pictures they have in between, they're literally
Yes.
like, oh, okay, like we want a completely different look. You guys can do that in like 4 minutes. And you were like, okay, okay. It felt like a Project Runway challenge. It was a fun challenge.
Well, the most important thing I want to ask you about that weekend is
Mm, mm.
I got a text from you at like 2 p.m. on a Saturday. Like I knew that you were like probably like about to go back into SNL. Like it seemed like it should have been the busiest time in your day. And
Uh-huh.
you texted me and Esther in a frantic panic. Do you
I have
guys
your
need
gift.
Oh, really?
Go on, go on, go on.
You texted us, "Do you need any counterfeit designer goods?" And it was so frantic, and it was accompanied by a blurry selfie of you in a fake Prada, what I assume fake Prada bucket hat. And
Uh-huh.
you were just like, "Tell me now, it's now or never. There's a guy, quote, that's coming to my hotel room. Tell me what you need and I'll see if he can get it." And it was just like
He didn't come
it
to the hotel room. We met at a discreet location. I, listen, I think that people are fools to buy a trendy accessory
yes.
full price.
I completely 100% agree with you. Let's talk about this because
I feel
I
more pride wearing the fake one than I would if I had spent like $500 on a Prada bucket hat.
and I did, yeah. So I think there's a difference between buying a designer good that's going to last you your whole
Course.
life. It's a
Of
leather
course.
bag and a
A leather
classic
jacket,
silhouette,
clothes even, like clothes, but like
clothes,
a trendy little like
bucket hat, a billfold, a
a fanny pack.
a fanny pack. Oh
You
my
know what I
god.
mean?
Absolutely. So, tell me about, are you allowed to talk about this or do you not want to expose your hookup?
Oh, I literally just met this guy on the street, and I was like, "What can I meet you back here tomorrow? What street are you going to be at?" And he told me what
Okay.
street he was going to be at, and I gave him a list of things. Would you like me to go get your gift right now?
I would love that.
Hold, please.
Okay. Okay, and I don't know, for those of you that aren't listening, Clay has been recording this entire podcast wearing a Dior baseball cap.
Okay, so they didn't have exactly what you wanted, but I figured this was kind of close in your little wheelhouse, and I just thought the
That's
color was really cute.
that's a gorgeous Prada makeup bag. Thank you, Clay.
Oh no, it's like a proper
Oh, it's a
purse
proper
bag. Like it has
purse.
strap. Oh, there's straps. There's everything.
I obviously love it. I'm
Okay,
speechless.
good.
I wish we could do your whole fake designer goods haul.
I know, I know. Well, I've given so much of it away because I also I know like-minded individuals that I like being the hookup for like what do you need. So my sister, when I was in like eighth or ninth grade, went to the Great Wall of China with her husband. Now they got engaged there,
That's
and
interesting.
she came back. She came back with suitcases and suitcases full of bootleg stuff. And this is where
Hmm.
my love affair began.
I have, let's really dive in here because
Okay.
my relationship with fake goods is so deep and powerful. Like there really are no words. Like my most formative fake goods experience was when I went to Turkey. Turkey has its own counterfeit bag culture where they have like a lot of the counterfeits are made in China, like where your sister got them. But
Right.
Turkey has its own standalone fake designer goods culture. And
It's
me and my mom,
beautiful.
they're beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
goods. My mom and I traveled to Turkey and met a Turkish counterfeit dealer named Ramazan, like Amazon, but with an R at the front.
Sure.
And my mom loved this guy so much. He was like younger than me, but he like wore a suit and we would meet him in the bazaar every day. And like he was like procuring fake Chanel bags for us and like all
Mm-hmm.
kinds of little things. And to the point that my mom tried to pawn me off on him sexually and without consulting me, gave him my WhatsApp information and tried to get me to go out with Ramazan and his friends in a strange city at night.
Honey, with a name like Ramazan, it might have been good.
And she was like, "You'll never do better than Ramazan. This guy has his own like business going on. He makes so much money."
He's working hard. He's a
She's like,
hard worker.
"Why wouldn't you just like go out with him, give him a chance?" I'm like, "Mom, why are you trying
You're
to
like, Mom, I'm scared.
I'm scared."
I'm
She was like,
actively scared.
I was like, "Why don't you go out with him?" It was so clear that my mom wanted to hook up with Ramazan.
Oh, she did.
I think so.
Okay.
Anyway, so oh God, just like those buttery fake leathers and just like that
But
triumph
it's
knowing
not
that you've
fake. It's not
it's not
fake.
fake leather,
What's
but
fake and what's real? It's all of it's an
exactly.
illusion.
It
All of it's an
calls into
illusion.
question like what is fake, what is real, why, what are we paying for? What does it
You're
all mean?
paying for literally a status, a logo, and ultimately, like I can feel that status and that little fun, kicky, hee hee, ha ha from strangers, and also feel deep pride knowing that I spent $15 as opposed to $500.
Well, it's funny that we're talking about this because this coincidentally butts up against last weekend I spent more on actual designer goods.
Honey, you went off last week. I literally was messaging you like, I am so proud watching you help the economy rebound.
Well, it's just so interesting because like sometimes I like the fake thing. Sometimes I need to drop thousands of dollars on the real things. Like
Oh, yeah, it's a mix and match.
it's a mix and match. It's a high and low, but it's the first time I've ever bought a real designer purse for myself, and it was fucking empowering.
I love that. I love that.
So,
And
God,
why don't you tell everyone what you got?
should I do a show and tell?
Yeah, I think you should.
It's kind of annoying that we keep having to get up and get things, but whatever.
Who's it annoying for? I don't give a fuck. Okay, right now, Caroline is going. She's gonna go to her closet. She's gonna show us all the stuff. All right, between you and me, listeners, I'm worried she spent a lot of money. I literally think that she spent thousands and thousands. I want to say upwards of like 7 or 8 thousand.
Okay.
Anyway, she's back. She's back. She's
This
back.
has
Don't say
just
anything.
become an
She's back.
Okay. This has just become an unboxing, and I'm totally here for it.
Caroline, how much money did you spend?
In total,
Yeah.
under $10,000, but
Oh my God!
not
Look at
far
this!
from it.
Look at this rich bitch TV writer.
Look. What can I say? I deserve it.
Now I wonder if she asked me to talk about my bootleg stuff just so then she could sort of show off that
I
she
just
doesn't
think
need
it's
to do
an
that anymore.
interesting mix of high and low. There's an interesting discussion to be had here. Like, okay, so let's look at the things I bought and they're real, and you're gonna determine if
Yeah,
they were
let's see.
worth buying them real. Okay, so
Okay.
this is a Gucci bag that I bought.
It's cute. It looks very vintage.
It's denim and brown leather.
Yeah, it's very 2003.
It's
I love
very
it.
retro. It's very trendy, but it's in like an iconic shape or something called
I
the
love it.
khaki. Whatever. It's gorgeous. I've been using it all the time.
How does it smell?
So good.
Yeah, this one kind of smells like Ramazan that I'm holding. I just have a feeling.
I don't know what it is about designer leather. They must like really treat the cows nice because
I don't think they do. I think they treat them very badly and murder them.
well, their skin smells really good. Okay, and then this is the most other important thing. Okay, so you guys might have seen this on my Instagram story. It's a Balenciaga bag. I had no intention of buying it. It was a complete impulse purchase.
Let's see.
It's like,
oh my God. Well, you can't find a bootleg of that. That is like the sleepy time tea of bags.
For those that are not seeing this visually, it's a tiny Balenciaga bag emblazoned with cartoon lambs, puppies, and kittens on it. It's somehow both childish, whimsical, yet ageless. And
No, I'm gonna have to go and say it's childlike and whimsical, full
but
stop.
Also,
but fabulous,
full of mysterious whimsy and a knowing wink of age is nothing but a number kind of energy.
Okay, sure.
Look, the point is that it's a statement piece and it'll go to your future daughter, Clay.
No, that's amazing. Thank you. And she already wants it.
I just want to give a shout out to my new thing, I think, is when I work on like a job for a really long time, I'm just gonna buy myself big gifts as a demarcation of time, as a way to remember the passage of time, a way to situate myself currently in my life.
Listen, you're so smart about everything, like financially, that like you can totally have every right to go off and have fun. But it is interesting. We're talking about the bootleg stuff and me being like, buy the fake one, because I'm full of contradictions, and where I draw the line is fake vintage shirts make me literally nauseous. Someone grab the bucket.
There's such a hierarchy too of fake vintage, and they're not all created equal, but they're all equally awful. Like, I think
okay, so junk food. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Food is the highest.
That's the highest, but I hate it. It's like a Led Zeppelin shirt, or with
fake tears or like rips or like acid splashes on it.
And listen, the technology has come a long way. I was even in an Urban, and some of their stuff, I was like, yeah, I mean, this looks pretty real, but it's not going to be pretty real when I see everyone wearing the same shirt. The whole point of a vintage shirt is that it's a find, it's an experience, it has history. Like, I don't know, and it's just, that is cheating to me so much more. Like, when you have having an expensive Prada bag, all that means is that you have money. When you have a real vintage shirt, that means you have an eye. It means you hunted for it. You found it.
You found the perfect shape and size on your body. It's like a permutation of like your neckline and everything. Like a real vintage shirt that actually looks good on someone. That's we all aspire to that. I think the lowest on the totem of fake vintage is Target.
Boom. You literally been selling the same Dr. Pepper shirt for 30 years.
Hate vintage Target.
It's
avoid that section, avoid the clothing at Target for the most part.
I listen, I want everyone here to listen. I want you to know that like I get it. When you go into a Target, something about the smell of the pretzels and the friggin' like floor cleaner, it gets you in a I get manic at Target. I get super manic, and
Manic.
sometimes you'll go to the t-shirt section and you'll see a
Yep.
property, an IP, an intellectual property that will excite you, and it's getting more niche. I wouldn't be surprised if they had the View with Barbara Walters and Rosie O'Donnell shirt there the next time I
That would get
go.
you. That would get you. Yeah,
Just in time for Pride.
last time I was there, they had like Aaliyah, one of my favorite pop stars, and it was like
I
kind of
know.
confusingly cute. They have like a lot of like weird
Whitney Houston
foods.
one. Yeah, they have like a
Yes.
Whitney Houston one that was really cute.
They have
And
like
then
a
it'll be like the Angry Beavers.
or like top ramen randomly. Like I like top ramen. Maybe I want
See,
that on a
and
shirt.
so listen, I just want to implore like the listeners, like you're in Target and you're already manic and you see that property, you see that brand, you see that character, and you think, oh, I gotta have, and it's $10. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. It's ultimately not the move.
I don't know what it is. And I get fooled by Target clothes all the time. Like Target just had this big launch. They did like designer collaborations with Rixo and Christopher John Rogers. Like this was like a huge like designers at Target launch. And like I wanted every single piece. Like I got so swept up in like
Yeah.
the cross corporate
No,
energy, like
we love a collaboration. We you and I are collaborative queens. We
but
love
it's
it.
such a joke. Like the price points on those dresses were higher than Zara dresses.
Mm.
They were like in the
And the
50s,
quality
60s,
isn't
70s,
as good.
and the quality isn't as good. Like the seams were in weird places, like they were cut cheaply, like there were maybe like a couple cute-ish pieces they sold out quickly, but like it was a lie. I'm over Target clothes. They fooled me once. Shame on you.
Mm.
Fool me 500 times.
Shame
Shame
on
on me.
me. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. Target clothes, even when they have brands that I
Oh,
normally like, there's always a weird version. Go
I
on.
know. Summer is almost upon us, and I don't know about you guys, but I have been working overtime trying to get my summer wardrobe ready for all these parties, barbecues. You know, I'm vaxxed now and I'm going to be hitting the town. I want to look good while doing it. A key part of that are accessories and jewelry. I always like to stay decked out, which is why I love the company Pura Vida. Pura Vida is an apparel and accessory brand, and they're all about giving back. They give a ton of money to charity every year, which is awesome. But perhaps more importantly, they have an amazing selection of fair trade apparel and artisan made accessories that are comfortable, casual, eco friendly, and so cool. So I am so obsessed with their jewelry selection. Their bracelets and anklets in particular, they've got all kinds of stackable bracelets with like cool like summer camp-esque like chunky beads with like happy faces and words, which are like so in right now. Cool chains with like fruit charms. I love stacking them. I've been wearing them. I had an anklet, a gold anklet with palm trees on it. When I say that this anklet has not come off my foot, I am not exaggerating. It is part of my summer look. I'm obsessed with how it looks with sneakers, heels, everything. Pura Vida is amazing. They've got hassle-free returns on all clothing and jewelry. They've got these beautiful handmade braided bracelets that are 100% waterproof, so you can live in them 24/7 if that's your things. And Pure Vita is super affordable. Their bracelets start at $6 and ring in at 12. I got a bunch and it was like a totally affordable price, and I love them all so much. And like I said, they donate a ton of money to charity. They've already donated 3.5 million to charity, which is so much. Good for them. So Pura Vida, look good and do good, and you can get 20% off your Pura Vida order by texting glowing to 38817. That's the word glowing in all caps to 38817 to get 20% off at Pura Vida. Terms apply, available at puravitabracelets.com/terms. And again, that's text glowing to 38817. Oh, Lord knows I love cereal so freaking much. It's probably one of my favorite foods. Like, it's just so comforting, so filling, so exciting. Like walking down the cereal aisle, oh, there's just all kinds of tasty treats, I I don't know what it is. I love cereal. It's a huge part of my life. But look, if you're like me, you're trying to cut down on carbs or sugar, and you basically can't just like throw down and eat an entire box of cinnamon toast crunch like you used to. If you're looking for a way to up your daily protein like I am, have I got the cereal for you? That's right, it's Magic Spoon, everyone's favorite high protein, keto, gluten free, grain free, soy free, low carb, and GMO free cereal. I'm obsessed with Magic Spoon, and if you haven't tried it, you probably will be obsessed with it too. It's 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving. There's only 140 calories a serving. They've they've got tons of cool flavors, including cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, and cinnamon. My favorite, hands down, is fruity. It tastes exactly like Trix cereal with like a little hint of Fruity Pebbles, which are my two favorite cereals. And like I said, you can eat it guilt free, so to speak, knowing that it's hitting your macros, it's full of protein, it's a great pre or post workout snack. And don't sleep on building a box that's all different kinds of flavors, because you can mix flavors and make little recipes. Like if you mix cocoa with peanut butter, that's going to taste like a peanut butter cup. I mean, look, your creativity, let it fly with Magic Spoon. You're going to have a lot of fun. It tastes like regular cereal. It's delicious, but it's super nutritious and super healthy. Go to magicspoon.com/glowingup to grab a custom bundle of cereal and try it today. And be sure to use our promo code glowingup at checkout to save $5 off your order. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product that it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. You have nothing to lose. You can send it back if you don't like it. They won't even ask you a question. Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/glowingup and use the code glowingup to get $5 off. Thank you, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring this episode. Okay, wait. I have like so many things I want to talk to you about.
Go, go, go.
Sorry, I'm like all over the place. Clay, it's hot girl summer.
Mm,
And I feel like you'd be a good person to ask about this.
go.
What I'm looking into tweaks. I'm looking into lifts. I'm looking into minimally invasive.
So am I. So am I.
Yeah. I'm happy Esther's not here because she would be so aghast if we talked about this. Like I'm getting Botox.
I think that we should take this time right now to do like moms out of town. Let's be as naughty as we can and talk about all the things that Esther would like poo-poo.
Okay, so I have my Botox appointment. It's set.
Where are you going?
I'm going to this place in Pasadena. It was recommended to me by someone I trust called Facile, Facile.
Okay.
Write that down. I think there's one in WeHo too. So
okay, homophobic.
do you like go to I know you probably can't legally go to Pasadena, but
you're like, oh, how's the Abby been, Darlene? Okay, go on.
So my Botox appointment is set, but recently someone was talking to me about like wanting to get cool sculpting. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about this because I was like, yes, let's get cool sculpting. Like, as far as I know, like they like pinch your fat. I want to do it on my arms. Not that my arms.
You don't want to do any of the Kybella, the cool sculpting.
Why not Kybella?
Okay, so I know someone who. So here's
for those that don't know, yeah, what is Kybella?
So Kybella is kind of like cool sculpting, but it's for your face, or your chin. So like if you have like a double chin, so you all know those girls that like they're super in shape, they're like skinny, but like maybe they have a little bit of a double chin.
It's genetic.
Of course it is. So you think this is my solution. So I have a girlfriend and she talked about this on camera, but I'm still not going to call her out, but she got a little Kybella, kind of worked a little bit. She's like, oh, this is good. She went back for the routine second one to get her neck.
Oh, it's 2 sessions?
You can do 1 or 2, but it was just like normal. She was like, okay, like this is good. Like I think this is going to work. What happens is the fat disappears and it doesn't happen naturally like healthy weight loss. She got like a turkey jowl, like an old person or like someone that's lost 200 pounds. Like she had hanging skin. So instead of just having a little bit of a double chin, she had loose skin under because there wasn't enough time for the skin to bounce back. And she got a lower neck lift after. She had to get a lower neck lift.
Are you kidding me?
It aged her like 30 years.
Well, because what I've heard about Kybella, I'm really fascinated with it because they basically draw like a checkerboard on your on your double chin. Like it's like a very elaborate, like 50 boxes. And then in each box, they inject a little bit of the proprietary Kybella juice. And then
Yum.
apparently like the way that the healing goes is first your neck blows up really big like a bullfrog for like 2 to 5 days. It gets worse before it gets better. So like the whole thing scares me. I don't want anyone injecting anything in my neck.
Do
But
you don't have a double chin, do you?
I don't know. I'm not gonna get Kybella, but I was
Okay,
looking into
good.
cool
Yeah.
sculpting, and so I was like, "Oh, this could be fun." Like me and a girlfriend would like go get our arm fat frozen off at the very least. Like it'll be a fun story that I could tell on Glowing Up, or like
Yeah.
I don't know, like write a fucking essay about. Who knows? So then I told someone about cool sculpting. Clay, is this true that if you get cool sculpting, the fat will go away, but then go to somewhere
So it
else?
migrates. Yes, that's true of any liposuction, any cool sculpting, any of that stuff. You can't have it all. You can't just take fat away. If you could just suck fat away, we all would be doing it left, right, and center. I would literally be getting a procedure done as we speak. It's a quick fix, but it's not even that quick because it does have like bruising and tons of like tender aftercare for so long after. But yeah, it just migrates. I'm not going to say who, but there are certain pop divas that we all know and love where it's like the fat just shifts from location to location to location to them, where it'll be like, oh, their waist is really small, but like, oh, their arms are big now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I'm so happy that you're giving me the truth on this before I book any of these appointments.
I think with body
So what
stuff,
about okay, here's
but moving fat around, I feel like is a little, for some reason, I feel like that is different.
the BBL.
Yeah, like getting your fat sucked out of places and put into the butt. Like,
I mean, a BBL is fine and all, but it's an first of all one of the most deadly procedures you can get. It's a
oh, come
super
on.
Oh, come on. There's very, obviously go to a good doctor. I'm sure your risk of
Fun.
But no, 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 it's not even that for me. Look, Clay, I embrace death in all its forms. I like to walk on the wild side. I'll take my Balenciaga bag straight into the bowels of hell. But
Listen, don't make a Dawn to West joke. I'm begging you.
no, 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 no. To me, the thing with the BBL is you cannot sit for 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, no, of course, no sitting. Yeah, yeah, I know.
You can't sit. The
And I
thing that
know,
we do the most as humans. I live a sedentary lifestyle.
I know a gay couple that they each had it done, and it really saved their marriage.
Saved their marriage.
Yeah, it not honestly did. Saved their marriage. They were together for like decades, and it just really sparked new life.
Well, okay, that gives me something to hope for. What about M Sculpt? So an M Sculpt, I've seen it a lot on the Kardashians. It's a very trendy procedure. It's basically like a big plastic plate that gets put on your abs or butt that simulates or no, triggers muscle contractions at a very fast rate.
That seems like that 1950s thing where it's like the vibrating like
Yes.
thing around the waist. Like, I don't believe in any of that
No,
stuff.
but they put it right on your abs and apparently like you do, I'm sure 2 to 3 sessions. First of all, they also always have 2 to 3 sessions, which is such a scam to me. It's like you do anything 2 or 3 times, you'll see a little difference. But okay, so
I
M
don't
Sculpt,
know.
you're
The
kind of
body stuff, the body, and I could be wrong about this, but I just feel like the body stuff doesn't.
now I want to hear everything you have to say, and I want to hear the glow me's. Like,
I
has anyone had cool sculpting? Did the fat migrate? Like, I need to know all the tea for hot girl summer.
Well, I want to get Botox, and I also want to get filler underneath my eyes so that I can work more and that I don't look tired.
Okay, I'm all about you getting minor safe cosmetic procedures for your own confidence,
Period. Thank you.
but I am not for you getting cosmetic procedures to enable you to work somehow more hours a week. Because I
I
don't think
need
you're
to. I need
capable
to.
of that.
For those who are listening, still listening, sorry. It is 10 a.m. and I have been up since about 3:30 a.m. I did work before this at 5.
You've had a full day.
Hmm.
Clay, how is this going to be maintainable? How is this like you work what appears to be 80-hour weeks?
I know, but I really love. And I'm sorry to everyone. I'm not going to apologize for loving my job, actually. I'm not. I love my job. It's so fun. Like, getting up is very hard and it's all of that mishigas. But like when I'm actually there, I'm with people that I love, that I think are so cool, people that are creative, that are living their dreams. And I'm getting paid to just like do their hair and kiki and have fun with them. Like, what's the problem?
There is no problem. It's just there's only one Clay and there's so many heads of hair out there.
I know, but that's why I have assistants now
You do have
who,
assistants.
uh-huh. But I am looking for an amazing assistant, a really perfect, good one. So if any glomies out there know of anyone,
And this would be someone who also does hair.
yeah, they need to do hair.
Okay, so
And I
not
need
just
them to
like a
be really, really, really hardworking, but not super ambitious because I was an assistant too, and I was
you
very
don't want them
ambitious.
to all about Eve you.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Or
And
burlesque, as it were.
oh God, okay,
Yeah.
what about someone that just like likes hanging out with you, doesn't have any hair experience, maybe has a cool Balenciaga purse with puppies on it?
If you want to come be my assistant, Caroline, I would love that. I would love that.
Maybe just for a day or so.
Although I don't like having girl assistants because I feel bad asking them to like lug giant suitcases and do stuff like that. Like I oftentimes will see like a gay male hairdresser or makeup artist sort of like with his coffee laughing, and then there's just like a 20-year-old like thin girl carrying 1,000-pound suitcases upstairs, and I'm like, this ain't right.
That's not right. That's not right at all. Clay, I have an important question for you.
Go.
Your suitcases for your hair. I'm familiar with what you're talking about. You have bags and bags full of brushes, hot tools, hair dryers. Like the pounds add up. Clips,
Yeah. Yeah.
product. Do you have them in a bag with wheels on them?
Yeah, of course. No, it's on wheels. Yeah.
Is it like
I
a
have more.
Kipling Rolly backpack?
I go and buy one at Target and it breaks every 6 months. It breaks from the weight. So I just have a garage also filled with like broken suitcases. Because where do I put those?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
But I also have a hair closet where I literally have all the extensions like on hangers
Is there
in
any way we
order
could
by
get an
color.
exclusive tour of that right now?
Renee's like in the room leading up to there, but as soon as he walks out, I'll show you guys. Well, it is pretty good.
So you have your extensions hanging. Are they in like their own little dust bags?
Mm-mm. So I used to keep all the extensions. I mean, could this be more boring? Literally,
I'm
people
look,
listening
I
are
don't
killing
care.
themselves.
I'm fascinated. And
So here's the
people
thing.
can
I used to have all my extensions in Ziploc bags. And when I tell you it was just depressing, utter chaos every single time that I would like, it was just bags, Ziploc bags everywhere. So now I have everything organized on hangers, probably like 100 hangers of hair. And then in the morning, I'm like, who am I working with today? I grab the hair and I put it into like a big, well, I'll show you. One sec. So we'll throw it into like one of these. Like, what would you call this kind of bag?
like a toiletry bag for a giant person.
Yeah. And then I just throw in like, okay, the girl I was with today, this is her color. So I just pull out.
So they're
and I
on
just
little
bring her options.
hangers.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So
And it
I
makes
see.
things so much easier.
My extensions, like I need a lesson from you on extensions. Like I have like
I
ones.
want to get you new extensions.
They're getting frizzy. I know I need to style them, right? I have to like use
Are they curly? Are they naturally curly extensions or
they're
are they
like
straight cut?
wavy or straight. Yeah.
No, we need to get you because your hair deserves it. Like Indian extensions, like beautiful, wavy, long. Like your hair already is so good. Like your hair is already at like a 90%. Like most people, you're trying to get their hair to like a B plus. You're already at an A minus. I want to get you to like extra credit level, like 110.
Clay, you name the day. I mean, I have to hire you to hang out with you. You're so
You
busy
don't have to
booking
pay.
your
You just have to.
agents.
No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
I
But in
just
order to hang out, I do have to be doing hair. That's my disease. Wait, what was I going to say? Oh, well, okay. So I did all the press for In the Heights. That's what I was in New
Oh,
York for last time.
congratulations.
And we did literally a
Ugh.
38-inch human hair ponytail on Melissa Barrera.
That's unheard
38
of.
inches.
Have
I
ponytails
have
reached that length before?
it was literally, I had to like go to a hole in the wall place in the valley that sells raw Indian hair, but like, can you see?
She's so gorgeous. The ponytail goes down to mid-thigh.
No, it's in, wait, let me just show this too.
Oh my God. It's the
Look,
glossiest, sleekest, most gorgeous thing I've ever
iconic,
seen.
right?
Absolutely stunning.
Which, by the way, normally when I do these press tours or movies and stuff, like I rarely actually see the thing. In the Heights was one of the best movies I have seen in 10 years. This is a time I wish Esther was on here because are you a musical person, Caroline?
I am, but not like to the level that you guys are.
Okay, there's no way you won't love this movie. It was just, it has 97 on Rotten Tomatoes. Like we're gonna do a whole Oscar campaign. Like this is the best movie I've seen in years.
Seriously?
Seriously. And the guy who directed it is gonna direct Wicked, which I'm very excited about. So we're in good hands for Wicked.
Question. Do we know who's in Wicked? Is that like public information?
It's not public information.
Oh. Should I be expecting like the OBC original Broadway cast?
I'm sure they'll show up to the premiere to show their support.
Okay.
Honey, they're supposed to be like teenagers in the movie, and Adina Menzel is like 55. Adele Dazeem, excuse me, Adele Dazeem.
Please refer to her by her legal name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know Wicked that well. I know it's like the biggest deal.
I know. I'm such a gay lord. Like I just love.
No, you're not. Everyone loves.
Make me, when I tell you that, like when I watch a musical, something serotonin charges into my body where I literally am grinning and sobbing. It'll even be like a bad musical that's not sad, and I will tear up the entire time.
Do you have a favorite musical that you can say like right now?
I don't know.
Don't
go there. Don't go there.
Hard. I'm sorry. That was an unfair question. I'm sorry, that was out of pocket.
It was out of pocket. But do you like musicals? You don't. What musical do you like?
I am weird. I have the taste of like a 95-year-old woman. I really like Rodgers and Hammerstein. That's like
love
for me. I mean, love, like, South Pacific.
Incredible. I was in South Pacific. I love South Pacific.
I think South Pacific's my favorite musical.
Maliha, so pretty. Like, those songs.
Your voice, that tone, Clay.
What else is going on with you? What show are you working on right now?
I just started working on season 2 of Chad. So,
oh my God, there's a season 2.
There's a season 2 of Chad.
Congratulations, that's really cool.
If you haven't watched Chad yet, it's so funny. There's 8 episodes. It's such an easy binge. It's a very lovable show that's like Pen 15-esque meets Curb Your Enthusiasm about a young Persian boy played by comedic powerhouse Nasim Pedrad.
Iconic.
As a drag king, 13-year-old Persian boy who all he wants to do is be popular, and he'll stomp on anyone and ruin anyone's life to be popular.
You're selling it. You're selling it. That actually sounds great.
He's genuinely like a borderline sociopathic drive to be popular and have no one know that he's Persian. He goes by Chad, but his real name is Faridun.
No.
It's very funny.
Why are you not going out on the talk shows promoting the show? Because that sounds amazing the way you just described it.
Chad is a unlikable protagonist at times.
That's all I needed to hear. Now I'm down to really, really watch it.
It's gonna be on HBO Max in like a month or so.
Oh, that'll change the game for everything.
Yeah, for sure. So, I recommend waiting if you don't want to like download the TBS app, because I don't.
With peace and love to everyone, Ted Turner, his ex-wife Jane Fonda included. Like, I don't have the digital bandwidth or the emotional bandwidth to download the TBS app.
You've been up since 3:30, so I'm going to give you a pass on that.
Okay, thank you. But when it goes to HBO Max, darling dear, I also have cable. I can probably go on demand.
Well, that's true. You could check that out, I suppose. But that's a lot of work too. I have a lot of problems with my
on demand, don't get me started. But also on demand, I don't know. There's something about it I don't trust.
I prefer to stick to my big name streaming apps, my Netflixes, my HBO Maxes, my Disney Pluses. I find that when I stick to those, I'm in. When I try to mess with the Bravo app and my cable login, why
Oh
do I have?
no.
Why am I using my parents' DirecTV login? I know my parents, my dad and stepmom particularly, pay a lot of money for that DirecTV.
Well, do you know how much I pay
Why
for
are
my
there so
Spectrum
many
each month? Do you want to know how much I pay for my Spectrum each month?
$200 minimum? That's
$270.
a lot of money. I know internet's bundled in there, but
Honey,
that's
we
still
got stars. We got stars.
but
Showtime.
but when you use those cable logins, like when I use this DirecTV login, there are ads.
Oh, ads on ads on ads and fast forward, don't even think about it.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, it doesn't let you. Well, I also,
What's
I
the
don't know if
point of
I've,
paying?
have I talked about this on the pod? It's such a flex, but I have YouTube Premium.
I'm so jealous. You haven't talked about it, and I've thought about making the leap, but I haven't been brave enough to do
Caroline,
it.
it is a game changer. When I tell you that it is $30 a month,
No ads.
it is so expensive. But having no ads, wait, do you know about
Does it
Trisha
all?
and what's happening in the YouTube world right now?
Well, I know she stopped doing Frenemies, her
And
podcast.
has been posting these hour
Yeah.
long, like 10 a
What
day.
really happened?
I accidentally fell asleep in New York with my laptop open watching them. And it just played like 8 hours of Trisha sobbing into the void while I slept. And I've never slept better.
That's
I
that's gotta
woke up,
be bad for your
I
subconscious.
I woke up like I got that filler underneath my eyes. Do you know about the filler under the eyes though? Because a makeup artist told me I needed it. Do you know about it?
Tell me more about this.
Well, it's just that I wasn't insecure about my dark circles until she told me I should be. And now that's all I can think about. It basically is just like puffing out under your eyes so it doesn't look as dark.
Mm,
Do you think this will look good? Look,
I think you look beautiful. Okay, so hold on. You're pulling the skin a little
I
bit.
don't know
So
what. It's gonna plump it up. Well, that
I
looks
say try it. Esther's
offensive.
not here. I have a different attitude on these things. I think if you have a good doctor, I think absolutely 100% go for it.
I know, I know. I want to.
Okay, I
How
have
that
a
should be my birthday treat.
Okay, so I know that some people listening to this might be thinking about making an online store, selling their really cool art, or starting a company. And I love that. And let me tell you, the hardest part of doing something where you sell things online is the shipping. It is so complicated. It's so freaking annoying. Weights, shipping prices, blah, blah, blah. But now you don't have to worry because there's ShipStation. It's going to make things easy. It's simple. It helps you manage and ship your orders fast for a lot less money. Okay, so no matter where you're selling, Amazon, Etsy, your own website, ShipStation funnels all your orders into one simple interface that you can manage from anywhere, even your cell phone. Okay, it could not be easier. You can sell on different websites, you can check things on your phone. Everything's all in one page, one website. Like, I can't recommend ShipStation enough. I've used it so many times for different businesses. Like, it actually is that bitch. With ShipStation, you'll even get access to amazing discounts with major carriers, including UPS, FedEx, and USPS. You'll easily compare carriers and choose the best solution each time. And with ShipStation, small businesses can now access the same rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies. It's like, now you can ship more in less time. Just use our offer code GLOWINGUP to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to shipstation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in glowing up. That's shipstation.com, enter offer code glowing up, 60-day free trial. You can't miss this. Make ship happen. So if you've listened to this podcast, you probably have heard me or Esther talk about and other stories. It's not only an awesome clothing brand. I have so many pieces from and other stories that are just so high quality. They're like a staple in my closet. Beautiful sweaters, dresses, accessories. But I'm here to remind you to not sleep on and other stories' amazing range of body products, makeup. They've really got such amazing stuff. Some of them I use all the time. So let me just remind you, And Other Stories is a one-stop styling destination with beauty, ready-to-wear, and accessories from 3 design ateliers in Stockholm, Los Angeles, and Paris. Their bath and body range has perfect summer scents for beachy days or a night of self-care with smoothing sugar scrubs and hydrating body balms. My personal favorite is their Pearl de Coco scent, which is a lot of notes of coconut, warm vanilla, and sweet caramel. That's like my dream set of summer scents. I love smelling like a warm Tahitian summer nights, like I'm in Dirty Dancing 2 Havana Nights or something. But they've also got the Sicilian Sunrise scent, which have notes of freshly picked lemon, if that's your thing. All of these scents come in body oils, scrubs, hand soaps, hand creams. I like to get a bunch of different ones and layer them. Scents all about layering, folks. That's how you get the real good smell. But, I mean, it's not just body products like I talked about. There's amazing summer dresses right now at And Other Stories. Oh, they have amazing nail polish. They've got the cutest nail polish in the world. I love And Other Stories. I really am such a huge fan of the brand. And we're so lucky because And Other Stories is inviting us to find our new signature summer scent at stories.com. And for a limited time only, you can take 15% off your entire order on stories.com with the code GLOWINGUP. This offer is valid in the United States only. And again, that's code GLOWING UP, glowing up, at stories.com for 15% off your entire order. Go check it out. If you've listened to this podcast, you've probably heard me wax poetic about my favorite product of all time, the Hello Tushy bidet. So here's the deal. The Hello Tushy is a bidet that you attach to your toilet and it will change your life. I am not exaggerating. This is not an overstatement. It changed my life and it will change yours. It's the perfect Father's Day gift. That's right. You can bring your Pops' butt into the future with a brand new Hello Tushy 3.0 modern bidet attachment. It's stylish, it's eco-friendly, it's easy to install. And it'll save your dad money. And what dad doesn't love saving money? He's probably used to spending hundreds of dollars a year on toilet paper, but no more with the Hello Tushy 3.0. That's right. It will cut your toilet paper use by 80%. It will pay for itself in a few months. Anyone can figure it out, including your parents. It's so easy to attach to your existing toilet. It doesn't just clean your butt, it cleans itself with the automatic self-cleaning nozzle. And every Hello Tushy bidet attachment, listen closely, comes with a 60-day risk-free guarantee and a 12-month warranty. Okay? Risk-free. There are no risks. If your dad already has a Hello Tushy, blow him away with an upgrade to the new Hello Tushy 3.0. Join millions of happy Hello Tushy customers right now for a clean butt with every flush. Give the gift of a clean butt. Go to hellotushy.com/glowup to get 10% off plus free shipping. This is a special offer for our listeners at hellotushy.com/glowup, GLOWUP, for 10% off. hellotushy.com/glowup. Wow. I have another bad girl, like mommy's gone update.
Go.
I'm on a full-blown diet.
Me too.
I'm on a full-blown weirdo, like a diet plan. I bought bars from a shady company.
I've never been angrier, never been more irritable. I'm fighting with people that I love. So you better believe I'm on the diet.
Is this Noom? Talk to me. Give me the update.
No, Noom I'm just choosing to pay for, but not logging into. And right now what I'm doing is just basically what I've always done in the past, which will just snap me back, is
and can
I'm
we
doing
just say
intermittent fasting.
Okay, okay. I just want to say also.
So 16 hours. Okay, go on.
Okay, Clay and I are not promoting diet culture. We're not saying like, well, we are, but
no, we're not. We're not.
When my clothes don't fit, I could either buy all new clothes or punish myself for a month and then fit back into the old clothes, continue.
Well, you also have to keep in mind, guys, I went from drinking like almost every day during the pandemic to drinking maybe once a month now. So I think I replaced all of I became used to the sugar of drinking at night, and I replaced it with actual sugar when I stopped drinking. So like I was on a tear, guys, where I was eating full king size candy bars, like one after the other at like 11 p.m. No, big, like the ones at Trader Joe's that are literally like, I would buy like the giant blocks of them.
Pound plus?
I would buy those and eat like that in like a week and a half. It was bad. No,
Pound
I was
plus is for a party, Clay.
Caroline,
Not for a person.
Caroline, I was acting out, and my loving boyfriend, who's so supportive and sweet, I would see him look at me and he would just be like, slow down, baby, slow down. Like
You're
in
like
the
a
nicest way
gremlin.
possible. So I had to snap. So I'm doing the 16 hours, no eating, and then I'm just not having sugar, no desserts, and no carbs. But I'm like, eating salad, eating all that stuff, but no carbs and sugar. So I'm so angry.
Are you packing in 3 meals into your eating window, or is it more like 1.5, 2 meals?
2 meals, maybe a snack.
Okay. I like this. This is good. I'm on a plan that I learned about from my 65-year-old Aunt Nancy called Optavia. It's all the rage with her and her friends. Like her
Okay.
friends in Arizona are doing it.
It sounds like, is this like Lens Crafters diet plan that they're doing? What is Optavia?
I'm not sure that it's not a multi-level marketing scheme or a
I
pyramid
love,
scheme.
okay.
All I know is that it has a very janky website that uses Java, and the bars
God.
took months to arrive. Optavia is
Go, I need you to, what are you eating? What's the plan?
the tenets of the Optavia plan are very simple.
The Christopher Nolan's tenets of Optavia.
Think of Optavia like a wellness pyramid, and at the base of your pyramid, you've got one lean and green meal per day. And so that will either be my lunch or dinner.
So like chicken and like a vegetable?
Exactly. You fucking nailed it. And I'm pretty flexible with myself, but I'm just trying to get a lot of protein and greens at that dinner.
Yeah.
And then we have the key 5 fuelings spread throughout the rest of the day. Now, an Optavia fueling can be a bar.
Fueling makes it literally like
That's what they're called.
They've dehumanized you in such a way where like I don't even recognize you anymore. Fueling, it's like you're a fucking like, I don't know, like
I'm a pace car at the Indy 500.
Yeah, not even. Like, okay, go on.
My body is a garbage truck, and all it needs is fuelings. It doesn't need nourishing, intuitive meals. It doesn't need a home cooked preparations. All it needs is something called the creamy double peanut butter crisp Optavia bar.
Okay, now hold it up. I want to see the size of the bar. Would you be willing to open it up and eat one now, or can you not?
Because I'm currently on my first fueling, my shake.
Oh, the shake. So my concern is that it's the size of one of those little Quaker bars, that it's small.
It's small. It's deceptively small.
Yeah.
But the key to the fueling is just basically like a
oh God, fueling.
Look, Clay, I have to use the language, okay? Because that's what makes it real, and that's what makes it followable to me. If I observe the language, I play by the rules. Look, Optavia is a benevolent overlord.
Optavia.
He doesn't like when you don't use his fancy language.
It's also very just like Andrew Lloyd Webber's like, Optavia. Okay.
It's somehow like Latin and Italian. It's very like from the Catholic Church, Optavia. Anyway, the point is that I've never been happier, and I'll next time you see me, I'll turn to the side and you won't even, I'll disappear.
I know. Well, the thing is like, listen, we grew up in such the 2000s. We didn't grow up with this Gen Z like body positivity.
We grew up with low-rise jeans.
Yeah, it's tough. And I know it's been said before, but we all are still struggling with that. So, and listen, you and I are privileged. We're fit. We're, some would say, drop dead gorgeous. But, and it's just like 10 pounds that I'm always gaining and losing.
Yeah.
But it makes a difference to me.
I'm 5'2".
You are?
Do you understand? Like 1 pound on me, it's visible. You see it. When you're tall, when you have the luxury of being 5'5" to 5'7", pounds, they disappear. They blend in. But like, it's a whole different ballgame when you're short.
I guess I'm
5'10".
I'm 5'10".
Clay, and you look amazing. And that's just one of the benefits of being tall.
No, but that's not tall. I'm saying that 5'10" is 5'2" of boys.
That's 5'10" is tall to me for a boy. 6 feet. Everyone's always lying about being 6 feet tall.
My boyfriend just walked by and said I'm 5'9", which may or may not be true, but depends on which.
5'9's a different story. I find that
depends on which fake bucket hat I'm wearing. My height will shift.
It's a bucket hat shoved full of creamy peanut butter Optavias for extra height.
Wait, so how do they taste? I don't think we went there.
They're delicious. They taste like Pop-Tarts or
Oh, they
Quaker
do?
bars. Yeah, they're really good. Optavia does not shy away from using sugar in their fuelings,
Oh, cool.
but it still keeps you in
You
a
sound like a fucking beta fish that you're fueling up. This is so depressing. You know that I once did a whole Pop-Tarts commercial campaign? Number one, honey, they pay. Number two, you're going to be shocked. Do you know that you're supposed to put butter on the Pop-Tart?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about a frosted
Mm-hmm.
Pop-Tart?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're supposed to put butter on it.
a
You're
strawberry frosted Pop-Tart.
Yes, they're meant
Put
to
it in
have
the
butter on them.
toaster. I
Yes.
no, no,
I literally
no.
talked to
I'm sorry.
Pop-Tart
I'm very
corporate culture.
rageful.
They were like, a lot of people don't know this, but like you are supposed to put butter on it. That's how we designed it, and a lot of people don't, but that is how we made it. And they also were like, also you didn't hear it from us, but they're great in the freezer. I'm like, yeah, people know that.
I didn't know that. No one's
Yeah,
telling me any of this stuff.
try them in the freezer. It's like ice cream. So
Well, I can't, Clay, because I have to have my Optavias.
we'll put the Optavia in the freezer, okay?
Look, all I know is that do I snap at the drop of a hat these days?
I don't think you understand. I'm doing a very, 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 very cool show tomorrow that I've dreamed of working on my
Can you
entire
say
life. I'll tell you off mic. I can't. And the stylist was like, "Oh," we were sending reference pictures, and the stylist was like, "Oh, I think that maybe we should go more in this direction." And I literally was like, "How fucking dare you!" Like in my head, I didn't actually, but I got very angry in a way I never normally would.
well, maybe you
And
just
it's
need a couple
because
more
I miss my
feelings.
No, I need my pound plus. I miss my pound plus. I also want to hear about this is chocolate covered macaroons, my favorite.
Oh, that's dastardly.
Popping them all day long. I would literally bring like a Trader Joe's thing and just have them in my car and be driving around and popping like 300-calorie macaroons all day.
That sounds like the summer that I kept Trader Joe's trail mix in my car as a car snack. And I would just constantly have a big bag of
M&Ms.
nuts and chocolate,
Yeah.
M&Ms. Like it was like the sugariest trail mix you could have. And I was like, why have I gained 15 pounds? And it turns out eating a steady stream of nuts and sugar all day. That's what squirrels do to prepare for a winter. And I was
Yeah,
doing it
well,
like June, like
well,
after being
winter
really
will
hot.
inevitably come if we're lucky, so you might as well.
on
Ay, ay,
on
ay.
Optavia, there's 4 seasons.
Caroline, I feel like our date's going well.
It's going so well, and like I know we talked a lot about like bad girl things, but we're being honest, we're sharing our truth. This is what makes us special. It's what bonds us. We're constantly in a quest to better ourselves physically, quote, whatever that
Well,
happens to mean.
do you have the thing where you like, I get it. I will achieve my goal and be feeling so confident. I get my 2 abs. I've never had more than two, but I get 2 very pronounced abs, and I'm like, and I have to work so hard. I don't need more than that. 2 is enough for me.
Two is great.
And I get my 2 abs, and I'm just like, I'm hot. I'm feeling it, and I achieve this goal, and then I just slip up and I self sabotage and I lose it. And this is just rinse, cycle, repeat.
I honestly have never actually completed a diet or exercise plan and gotten to a goal. I Anytime I notice any difference, like maybe I feel like 2 pounds lighter, I'm immediately like, oh, I'm doing so well. Like I can loosen up and I'll just like relax a little bit this weekend. And then I don't have a lot of willpower and commitment, but I'm gonna really challenge myself to see if I can really embrace Optavia and triumph.
Your new
Hand in hand
overlord.
with my Optavia overlord.
It honestly sounds like some sort of like weird QAnon cult. Like
Optavia.
Optavia knows all.
They also have, it's not just bars and shakes. There's biscuits. There's
Explain. What kind of it? Like an English biscuit or like a Red Lobster
something
biscuit?
called, yes. It's like a cheddar bay biscuit. It's called the
No
cheddar rosemary
fucking
Optavia
way.
biscuit.
Are you kidding me?
It's delicious.
I love biscuits. I love biscuit culture. Wait, okay. I'm really tempted. Something bad is happening.
You're tempted to do Optavia?
No, that I haven't reached that low yet, unfortunately. I really want to try Chick-fil-A.
You've never had Chick-fil-A?
No, because it's not even homophobic, it's anti-gay. Like
Fair
they
enough.
actively spend money and to make it so that I have less rights. And there's been a big campaign this Pride of like, don't go to Chick-fil-A. And I've seen all these posts.
And it's never
It's
made
making,
you.
yeah. I wonder if Chick-fil-A is behind this guerrilla marketing technique, because all I think about is just Chick-fil-A and how much I want to try their waffle fries.
The waffle fries are so good.
Oh, and Renee will kill me.
What's one? Okay. Okay. I'm a bad person. Okay. What's one waffle fry gonna do?
Oh, I really want to have
Think of all
Chick-fil-A.
the positives you've done for little gay boys and gay girls everywhere by being loud and proud and
Not
being
just that. I worked for Human Rights Campaign and went door to door collecting signatures and donations to help like the Prop 8 thing.
Isn't there something to be said for maybe it's almost like your carbon footprint. It's your
Mhm.
like gay footprint.
Yeah.
You've left such a indelible
It's my
impact.
bottom footprint.
Your bottom footprint.
Yeah.
You've done so much positive to me that far outweighs the measly little effects of one order of waffle fries.
I know.
But I will say, devil's advocate, pretty much every single fast food chain has their own rival to pop up, or sorry, no, Chick-fil-A, like chicken sandwich.
I
now.
don't care. I want Chick-fil-A.
I know, I was just saying that, but I didn't mean it. Chick-fil-A
I
is so much
want
better.
Chick-fil-A. Also, their
Hot
ad
tip, you can
campaign-
get grilled nuggets. They're good.
Oh, I know. Naked nuggets. I've done all the research. I know everything on the menu. I literally I change my web browser and I look at the menu like I'm looking at like OnlyFans.
It's like your incognito mode.
Woo! Yeah.
And the sauces at Chick-fil-A, that special Chick-fil-A sauce.
Apparently they sell it at the grocery store too. I saw that online.
But it's all about that. It's all about those waffle fries.
Oh.
And that tea. They have like, ooh. Well, let's think like
I want to be bad. Make that look so good. Yeah.
R.I.P. Willa Ford.
Did she die?
No, you know what? I don't actually think she died. I confuse her with Leslie Carter sometimes.
Yeah, they're different.
I want to be dead.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh God.
Okay, well, look, I can't advocate that you go, but I am actually going to advocate. Because what if you did something really positive for gay rights that day? Gay rights.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be a bad influence on you, but like, it's
No,
so
I want to
good.
try it. I do want to try it. Have you ever been on a road trip and seen the just absolutely bone-chillingly bizarre Chick-fil-A ads that are like cows on ladders?
They're so bone chilling. I'm so happy you're bringing these up.
What the fuck? You
It's
can tell that there are no gays allowed because the creativity level is literally subterranean. What the fuck?
it's all about cows that are in danger of being murdered by like
Yes.
by like the horrible meat industry. So now I'm like conjuring up horrible images of factory farming.
Not only that, they're writing in red paint.
blood.
That's like it's like the most literally
It's a horror movie.
gruesome ad for this chicken place.
They've escaped the factory farm. They've got
Oakjaw,
access to
Oakjaw.
they've gotten access to a bucket of blood, and with they've become sentient. The fear of death has turned them into sentient. They have to like relay this message to consumers to eat Chick-fil-A so they and their cow brethren will be spared.
Also, they're not cute cows. They're weirdly like long and like weird, like hollow looking. It's so bad.
It just like makes you think of like murder and like
Yeah.
it's scarier than The Conjuring.
Oh, certainly Conjuring too. Yeah.
It's a horror movie, yes.
Yeah.
All I know is this is why I like to worship my one true Lord and Savior, Optavia.
Oh God.
Optavia makes it easy for me. Optavia, I'm living my Optavia.
Optavia, here I go again. Okay, Caroline,
Okay,
I feel like
real.
this has been a great episode. If you Glomies, sound off in the comments. Are you guys cool with when all three of us aren't available, there being just the two of us? Or it'll mix and match. We're gonna have mix and match, and obviously I can't wait for it to be the three of us again.
Yeah, and sound off, like, don't just sound off on that. Sound off on that. Sound off on like, what's your next fueling? What do you know anyone that's gotten cool sculpting and the fat like went to their neck? I want to hear about everything. And
But Chlomis, I also want you guys to know that like we love you guys, and like when we don't do an episode or when something like that happens, like you have to know that like we're doing this for the love of the game. We're certainly not becoming like trillionaires off of doing this podcast, and we also all work really hard. So just keep that in mind and be kind.
Keep it in mind. Be kind. Rewind. We're here because we love you. We're
Hmm.
here because we want you to live your Optavia right along with us. Not
Yes.
literally the Optavia diet plan, but like your best life.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This episode is sponsored by Optavia.
Okay, fine. No, it's
um,
not.
it's
But
not.
this was so fun, Clay.
It was so
Love
fun.
you. Love the
I gotta get you
goals.
this purse.
Oh, I can't wait. I'll see you soon to grab the
I'll see you
purse.
soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.